Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's the one and only DJ Chase 2024. We are back. The first official interview of 2024. We are here with Prince George, Maryland County, Prince George, Maryland's own, my guy, Wally-B, the R&B singer, the songwriter. How you doing today, brother?
What's up? What's up, Crown That Wally-B in the building. Thank you for having me. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much.
For sure, man. How you feeling today? First and foremost, it's a nice Sunday today. How you feeling today?
I am feeling amazing. I'm feeling like refreshed. Like I got to sleep in today, so I was a little happy because normally I'm on the go and I have to
Yeah,
not get no
yeah,
rest.
yeah. Nah, I totally understand that for real, yeah. So I pretty much like I said, you're an R&B singer, you're a dope artist, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, people ask me all the time for interviews and I turn a lot of interviews down because they're wasting my time. But you are a talented artist. I had the pleasure of DJing for you last year at South by Southwest through some, not my beyond my control, but we got that was beyond me, but we got to rocking in South by Southwest and like I said, I want to get people to know about your background. So first and foremost, the first question I want to ask you is, you were born and raised in Prince George County, Maryland, right?
Uh, yeah, I was born in Prince George's County. Well, actually, I was born in Mo County, in Holy Cross Hospital in Silver Spring, but I was raised in Prince George's County, Maryland,
For
Sula
sure,
area.
for sure, for sure. And like, how is it growing up in such a small town like Prince George's County? Maryland is a small state, period. But Prince George's County is kind of small. Like, how was it like growing up there?
Well, it's small but big at the same time because
Mm,
I still don't like, you see a lot of familiar faces and stuff. And it's very in the music world it's small because you kind of run into the same people a
mm,
lot here. But as far as like growing up here, it was very diverse, but like it was a lot of our people here too. Like
yeah,
it's mostly chocolate city here.
I got
Um,
you.
but but I would say that I had a great experience growing up. I didn't have too much of a rough upbringing.
Uh-huh.
I was around a rough side, but I didn't
Yeah.
have too much of a rough upbringing. Like my siblings or my like my cousins and stuff like that. But
Mm,
it was an amazing experience growing up here. We are one of the richest counties for our people, so
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
happy to be a part of that. Like so,
yeah.
every business that's out here is our people. So
Yeah.
but that's one thing that I
That's a
did, and I
that's a
really
that's a beautiful thing too, by the way. Yeah, that's
yeah,
really
it is
yeah.
because you don't see that a lot of places outside of like the East Coast that
Hmm.
much.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And like you said, the music scene was small as Prince George's County. You know what I'm saying? Like what as growing up, did that motivate you to say, you know what, I'm gonna just branch out and travel a lot because you travel a lot as perform like especially now, but did that the music scene being so small, did that inspire you to like travel more as an
It
artist?
did.
Mm,
It did because with it being small, you can get trapped
mm,
into those small circles that are here.
mm,
And I never wanted to be a local artist. There's a lot of people who don't mind being local artists and just want to rep just where they're from. But I knew I had to branch out, and like my goal was bigger than just my city and my area. I wanted to touch as many different places of the world that I could with my music.
mm,
But it's so much talent here. Like
mm.
it's a big melting pot of talent in the DMV area,
Yeah.
and I just didn't want to get lost in that melting pot.
Gotcha. I feel you, man. Like that's what it is. I'm relocating. I won't tell where I'm going on here, but I'm definitely heading south. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to, get to that black business, elsewhere. Were your
Yeah,
parents like you've
proud
been
of.
doing? Yeah, yeah. You've been doing music since you were 3 years old. And were your parents involved in music, or you just picked it up on your own?
Oh, so funny story. So neither one of my parents are in music. They
Yeah.
don't sing. They don't do anything. So my mom, rest in peace to her, she transitioned recently.
Mm.
She has a brother who is into music. So my uncle actually was the bass player for Gil Scott Heron.
Oh
And
wow.
he toured with him a lot. But the craziest thing is that I found out about a lot of it late.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
it wasn't until like after I graduated. college is when I started taking music seriously,
Mm,
and when I was able to get a lot of inspiration from my uncle
mm,
to keep pushing me in this industry because it's really thanks to him that I took my solo career seriously.
mm.
So definitely shout out to my uncle, shout out to second uncle.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
you quite popular on Instagram, so you got a big following there. So
yeah, it's growing. Oh man, I gotta tell you,
yeah.
let me tell you about Instagram real quick because this page that I have now is a reinvention of myself because my
Yeah.
last page got hacked. And so
Okay.
last year at South by Southwest, I only
Yeah.
had 200 followers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I had to hustle and bustle
You got it
to bring
though.
it above 2,000. And it's still growing every day. And I'm
Yeah.
just grateful that people receive me well. Like, that's
Yeah.
the blessing.
Well, that's the thing. Like, even because I want to talk about your gospel background as well too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're very positive. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, a lot of artists, they so damn rude and ignorant. And you know what I'm saying? Meet you in person is very, like comforting. You feel me? So, like who did you listen to growing up as a, coming up, like, listening to gospel music and being a youth choir director? Like, who did you listen to growing up?
Um, Growing up, so I've been in a choir. Well, I was in a choir like at such a young age, since like 5.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do it when I was 3, but of course I was too young.
Mm,
But the choir has always been like a big portion of just my music career because
mm,
I've done that all the way up into college. Kirk Franklin, Fred Hammond, Yolanda Adams, um, are some of the gospel side of who I've just like listened to and just was like, okay, they put me in the right moods. Like if I'm a little
mm.
sad and stuff, I may listen to some of their songs to bring, especially Kurt Franklin. That man in my teenage years has truly been like a
Yeah, I'm
true
a I'm
blessing.
a big I'm a big Kurt Franklin fan too. Yeah.
True blessing. Outside of gospel, Michael Jackson.
Mm,
Um, Biggest inspiration musically, like him being able to touch all the genres, him being able to just show his diversity in sounds. Like
mm.
I love that about Michael Jackson, and that's something that I pull from him inspiration
Yeah.
wise.
Well, that
Not
makes
wanting
sense. That makes sense. Me listening to your music now because like all the runs and the trail ends. I kind of see where you get that from
to.
now. So that makes sense. Make total sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And outside of Michael Jackson, Prince was a good inspiration. So I really wasn't a person that did a lot of high notes until I listened to Prince. Like,
Got you.
and I didn't even know I can do half of the high notes until I listened to Prince. And
Yeah.
I love like how he was able to manipulate his voice.
Mm,
And he had such a deep, natural voice, but like
yeah.
when he sang, he was
Michael
able to
Jackson
play.
voice. Yeah, I heard Michael Jackson's voice was deep too. I heard that was
Oh
his voice
yeah,
was deep too. Yeah. Mm.
word on the street. Like he sing his real voice. One of the
Yeah.
fight night game. The fight night game is actually his
Mm.
real voice, and it's a deep voice. It's crazy.
Oh
And
wow, I didn't even know that. That's crazy. And
yeah,
you led the youth choir. Like how hard was it managing people older than you and you had the church people to kind of compete a little bit. How hard was it to manage the
yeah.
choir?
So
The short
I
answer.
Oh, okay. Well, I love the gospel choir at Lincoln University. So
Yeah.
I've directed the Lincoln University Gospel Choir, and we had a great time together. Every time we performed, every time we went out, it was a great connection. That was the first time that I got a chance to learn what it's like to work with a band. So
Mm,
we had separate rehearsals. We had the choir rehearsal, of course, but then we had band rehearsal too. And that was the first time that I got a chance to like really learn a lot from the band side of how like things work on that end. Like when
mm,
you're singing, how to cue in the band to spot the drummer to let him know, hey, we transitioning, and just
mm,
the rest of the band too. The keys, let the key player know, all right, we going into the bridge. So it was a lot of learning experience musically that I got from the gospel choir directing it, and it was my first time actually doing a tour. So
mm.
I did a musical tour with the gospel choir at Lincoln at the Lincoln University in Pennsylvania, and that was an amazing experience. Just
Yeah, that's
like, and it
fire.
made me feel like it made me
Yeah.
feel like okay, my life is getting set up for something,
Mhm.
and like clearly there's a pathway that the Most High is laying out for me, and I'm welcoming it with open arms. I'm
Nah,
enjoying
we
it.
love it, love it, love it, love it. And then maybe about 2010, you kind of went music in to do more secular music and things like that. What inspired the move to from the gospel to the R&B and the pop stuff? What made you go to that?
I never really wanted to do gospel music.
Mm,
It never really was something that I wanted to say, hey, this is the goal that I want to achieve. It
yeah,
wasn't it wasn't something that was on my radar. It was just something I was doing at the moment because I loved music. And I just felt like my purpose kind of stretched beyond just one genre of music.
mm,
Um, and that's kind of what set off just a new atmosphere of me being solo. And plus, more of my spiritual journey kind of directed me away from a
mm,
group setting of spiritual practices and more
yeah.
solo.
Got you,
So,
got you.
so it basically just helped me elevate myself to another level.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And well, let's talk about the music business for a second. As far as that, like being an independent artist is freaking hard as hell. Being a DJ is hard. Independently, what has been one of the hardest parts of being an independent artist thus far? Because you had such a first like a long gap between your like going independent in 2010 to your first project in 2019. So, what has been like one of the hardest parts about being an independent artist that you find?
Staying consistent, and I would say I go in and out of writing.
Yeah.
So like sometimes I have writer's block and I hate that. Like I
Mm,
really hate it a lot because like, a lot of times people want to work with me and they're like, "Hey, let's do a song together." I'm just like, "Okay, do you have a beat or whatever?" And then like they may send me a beat that I don't resonate with. So and that can kind of be an issue
mm,
that a lot of people don't talk about. I notice artist wise they don't talk about, the difficulties in creating a song with someone else. Doing it
yeah.
with by yourself is not hard, but like when you're making like music with somebody else, like either they're stepping into your world or you're stepping into theirs. And a lot of the times, like it's hard to coexist
Mm,
together musically.
yeah, yeah.
So I found that to be a lot like very challenging, but the challenge of that pushes me to create wonderful projects with people. Like
Mm,
every feature that I feel like I have done so far, I feel like it has pushed me to be a greater artist. And
yeah.
even though it's hard, it's like something that I love at the same time.
Nah, that's probably a perfect answer. And I want to ask this too because a lot of artists, you hit it a little bit, but what is like the writing process for you? Like, do you get the beat first? Because you don't make your own beats, right? You like work with producers, correct?
Yes. So, well, n- as of recently, I have just
Yeah.
started learning how to make beats. And
Oh, nice. Okay.
shout out to Fernando FAC 301. He definitely has been teaching me
Mm.
how to do that. But as far as my album is concerned, every beat that you hear on that album was actually created around
Mm.
um, my voice.
Mm.
So the producer that I have, his name Fonz. Shout out to Fonz from Lachey Productions. He actually makes me send him acapella
Mm.
tracks. He literally say, "I don't want you to send me no beat." He'll
Yeah.
say, "Sing it to me acapella." So I'll send him an voice recording of me singing the songs that I have in my head, no matter
Mm.
what it is, acapella, and he will literally shape the sounds around my voice, and then boom, you hear everything that you hear on Love Confessions and Puppet Master
Mm.
is originally designed just around my vocals.
Yeah, yeah, that's dope. Because even me as a producer, actually, because normally what I do is I just send the artist a beat, but that's actually a better way to me personally. That's a better way to like get the good records is to make it around the artist. I think that's a really good smart way to do it. You like the stage better? Or you like the studio better?
Oh, I love the stage better. I love the stage way better. And I like the studio because um it's a unique thing, and it's a unique experience for every artist just to be in the studio creating, collaborating with the different producers. And I do still work with people who send me beats too.
Mm.
Like that is still a thing. I do want to make that known because there are I think two new tracks that I have coming out that people sent me a beat and I was able to write to it.
Okay.
Um, but either or works for me. Um, but I definitely just to circle back. Oh my, because I don't want to forget what I was just talking about. Um,
You good? The stage and studio.
yeah, the stage is definitely my favorite because I like to see people's reaction
Mm.
to me performing.
Yeah, yeah.
And so far, I feel like it has been amazing just going different places and just seeing like, oh wow, like I didn't think you were going to do that. Like, because I
Mm.
get that a lot. People like, I didn't think that you were going
Yeah.
to be singing. I thought you was going to rap, or I didn't know you was going to be on the stage swinging and just being rocking out like you
Yeah,
were.
yeah.
Like, so definitely, I really love the stage.
For sure, for sure. And now you like I said, you got a dope live show. You're very interactive with the crowd. Where has been one of your favorite places to perform?
Oh wow. Oh man. Miami was one.
Mm,
South by Southwest, of course, because South by Southwest is an experience, and I
mm,
really challenge every artist,
to
every
go. Yeah, they should go. Yeah.
anybody, they need to go to South by Southwest. I will be there this year.
Yeah, I'm working on
Um,
that now. Yeah.
um, but yeah, South by Southwest, Miami, Memphis. Oh, Memphis.
Mm,
Oh my gosh. So networking at South by Southwest, I met a connection that was in Memphis.
nice.
And when I tell you that that was an amazing experience.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Memphis is one of the music capitals, and like the talent there is so next level, and to be just able to just share my gift there,
Mm.
that was powerful, and I can't wait to go back.
Yeah, yeah, that's fire. That's fire. Yeah, I've never been to Memphis. I want to take a trip there because that's the music, the music publishing capital of the world, and music writing, songwriting capital of the world. So I definitely want to take a trip there myself. And if you, I want to ask this question too, right? Because you like, once again, you're very talented. If you had an opportunity, who would be your dream collaboration?
um. Okay, so male and female, because I got a male and a female
All right, yeah, just get
one.
one, just one,
This one. Oh
one
man.
of each,
Okay, okay. Thank you.
one of each.
Kendrick Lamar
Oh wow,
will be
okay,
my
I can see that.
male.
I can see that.
Like because I feel like our sounds together will change the world, and we can make
Yeah,
something either positive or something that'll make everybody like move.
yeah.
Um, and the other one, believe it or not, is Nicki Minaj.
Oh, Nicki Minaj. Okay, why Nicki Minaj?
Because Nicki is that girl, like that is literally the queen. Like I, there's very few artists that I have been able to see musically grow.
Mm,
And since college, I've literally watched and listened to her sound grow and watched her business side of music take over.
yeah, yeah,
Like, and despite whatever personal things is going on, musically, she is probably one of the best and most diverse talents that we've came across in a very, very long time.
yeah,
And I would love to make magic with her
yeah.
musically.
I can see that. I can definitely see you with Nicki Minaj. I definitely can see that. That would be a good collaboration. And I want to talk about this single, right? That's why we hear the record more. I like that record. That's my jam on the Spotify playlist right now. DJ Chase Radio. How did
Oh
that
man,
record?
so
How did that record come about?
oh man, funny story. So this song was not a pop song originally. It was
Yeah,
not a pop song. It was originally a very slowed down R&B song.
yeah.
Which one day y'all may see it live, incorporated as both. But that's a performance for another day. But it was a slowed down song that I had wrote when I was in Indiana a couple years ago.
Mm,
And I was just like in my zone and I just was singing like all I was saying was just like Shawty one more, said she one more, yeah. That's all was in my head. And I was like, why does this keep playing in my head? So
Yeah.
um I just was playing with just my voice one day and just said, you know what, I'm gonna write to this. So I wrote to the hook that was in my head,
Hmm.
the two verses that you hear on the song,
Yeah.
and I sent it to my producer. And he
Yeah.
was just like, I got something for it. And I was just like, this is what I sent you. He was like, send it. He will love it sped up. And I was
Yeah.
just like, I don't know, but he was like, trust me. So I trusted the process and believe. I got to give credit where credit is due. People
Yeah.
love it up. So that's how more was created. More was created from me and my producer. Literally taking the time to say, let's make this R&B song a pop song. So.
Yeah. Good idea. Very good idea. I like that record, man. And you got a video for it or no?
Yes, I do actually. There
Yeah, the
is a
video's
music
out?
video out for. There is a music video out for. When I first dropped the album, I dropped that music video.
Yeah.
So that was one of the first music videos that I put out. Um, but I have been in talks with people, and a part of the rebrand, you may see an updated music video from that.
See that's why I asked because you know what it is too. Once again, Wally B, you know what I'm saying. You're very talented, and it's like you could like because I'm the same way. Like we've been through a lot in this game. Sometimes we kind of standoffish. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of like
Mhm.
I want people to know who Wally B is. You know what I'm saying? Because Lonnie Vega, salute to Lonnie Vega. That's your
Yes,
biggest.
tell
That's
her
your
that. Big
Yeah, Lonnie
entertainment.
Lonnie Vega is your biggest fan. You feel me? So she makes
I
sure
love
that
her so much.
you know what I'm saying. So I definitely want to salute to Lonnie Vega and like I said, get you. People got to know who you are. And good music, the gatekeeping got to stop in 2024. You feel me? So I want artists to like I said, it's not about the money. It's not about. I'm very picky who I work with. What is one goal that you have for this year?
One goal that I have for this year is to have multiple viral songs. Um,
That's dope.
I have learned in the past that it's important to pay for promotion, and that's what I didn't do in the past.
Yep.
I didn't pay for promotion. Like I just thought that I could put my music out and they're going to listen to it, they're going to hear it. Somebody's
Nope.
going to randomly stumble upon it. No, you got
Nope.
to pay and put it on playlists for people to actually be able to hear it. Like and learning that was important, and that is a goal for me is to constantly put out promotions so I can have multiple viral songs.
Yes, yes, and I love that answer because that segues into the last few questions I have. Because like I said, a lot of artists they think that you could just put music out, and I'm like, you have to pay for like McDonald's spends about like $40 billion a year on advertising. What makes you think you don't have to spend money on advertising? Like that doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to ask this question before we get out of here too. Is there an album coming out this year, or are you just doing singles?
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, yeah.
this year, there is a lot of new music coming out.
Good, good.
But there may not be an album this year, but there will be a musical project. So there
Mhm.
may be an EP. But the album has been pushed back just because we want to properly roll it out.
Yeah,
So we're not rushing anything, but we will have new music coming out this year, and I'm super excited about the new sounds.
that's fire. That's fire. And then one of my last questions is Wally B. Is there any shows coming up or any besides South by Southwest, anything else popping up in Maryland? Anything?
Yeah, of course. So there's always music coming up. Outside of South by Southwest, there is a Philly show coming up
Nice.
on February 10th.
Hmm.
I believe we're going to North Carolina on the 25th of February.
Oh, I'll be
So we're
there.
doing like shows leading up to South by Southwest.
Got you. What part of North
So
Carolina you going to?
I might be Charlotte. I gotta double
Oh,
check on that, but I believe it's Charlotte. I believe it's Philly and Charlotte, and then South by Southwest,
let me
and
know.
then Miami right after that.
Perfect, perfect. And my very, very last question before we get out here, I ask this to everybody I've ever interviewed. If you have anybody, a young person that's coming in the game, a new person, a novice that's getting into the music business, what is one piece of advice that you would give them?
Okay. Pay attention to your attention.
Mm,
Um, you create the reality that you want.
mm,
Like you create your own reality. In this game in the music industry, it's very fickle.
mm.
Um, but you got to stay focused and make sure your focus isn't diverted and you're not comparing yourself to anybody else's journey, because what God has for you is for you. And that is very important to know, because you may see people skyrocket past you fast. You may see people you leaving behind, but that doesn't mean anything. Only what matters is what your vision and what your focus is, because the path that the Most High has for you is for you, nobody else.
Love it, love it. We're gonna end on that note, man. My guy, Wally-B, Prince George
Crown that.
County, Maryland, Crown that Wally-B, man. Where can people find you on social media? Tell them everything, man.
Shout out to Crown That Entertainment is
I
my
need one of
name.
those. What's up? Hold on, I need one of those. I need like a 4X. What's up? I need one of those.
Yeah, all right, bet. I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna hook you up. Definitely out here. I'm learning to merchandise myself now. You can find me at Wally B Music on Instagram. The real Wally B on TikTok. Love Confessions is streaming everywhere on all platforms. When you search me, you might have to put WALLY dash B. Because somebody else might have my name, but not for long.
You know what it is, man. My guy, the one and only Wally-B, man. A new single, more out now on all streaming platforms.
Crown that.
Downstream and stream and like that official Spotify playlist on DJ Chase Radio. Search the playlist, man. It's streaming on DJChaseRadio.com. The app, download that mobile app, man. DJChase.net. Get that merch. You know this, man. Spotify podcast, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, DJ Chase TV. You know this, man. It's DJ Chase. Yeah.